we are doing something that someone else said about you on a podcast that you were very interested in.
What the hell?
Jeff Jarrett.
That son of a.
Now, where
Well,
are my
I like
glasses?
I like Jeff.
No, apparently,
Wasn't too bad, was it?
well, I'm going to give you the quote, in fact. That's why I put my glasses on. It's
All right.
particularly low light at the moment, so I'm just really struggling to see. Okay, on the
Okay.
latest edition of My World with Jeff Jarrett, the WWE Hall of Famer talked about where TNA was in 2004, and Dutch Mantell rubbing people the wrong way and more.
What, me?
Yes.
Okay, go.
You rubbing up against people. No, that's not what they said. Rubbing people the wrong way, so they say. So here's what Jeff said. Dutch rubbing people the wrong way? Oh, many, many times. I mean, Dutch can rub folks the wrong way. But do you think he cares at times? Hell no. But him not being a fan of Jerry Lynn. So this is where apparently the original question was about you not liking Jerry Lynn. Just drilling down, that makes zero sense. It just doesn't ring true. Now, here's how that can kind of be manipulated. Hey, you know what? We've got 30 guys on the roster and Panda is only going to pay for 20. We need to have turnover talent. We probably ought to give some talent a heads up that they're going to get a rest. Because that's the worst thing, is to bring guys with the expectation you're going to get booked, or you're going to come and you're going to work, or whatever it may be, then nothing happens. And then that kind of creates the discourse and the resentment and all that. Because you think you're getting paid, then you're not getting paid and all that. I'm sure that was the case with Jerry and many others. And Dutch would be one of those ones to say, hey, we're going to be honest, you're not going to like what I'm going to have to say right now. But not everybody's going to get a slot every Wednesday night. There's going to be some folks that just aren't going to get booked, and then you have that Dutch doesn't like Jerry quote, which is total BS. So apparently this was a question about you not liking Jerry Lynn, and then Jeff Jarrett has sort of quantified how that rumour may have got started.
Well, first of all, I like Jerry, and all I'm doing is when I'm telling a talent is the truth. I'd rather be told the truth than to be lied to, because wrestling promotions are notorious for lying. Oh yeah, we're going to do this and we're going to do that, but it doesn't happen. So who gets the heat? Well, should be the promotion, not the one who delivers the message. What, don't kill the messenger? So, and I said, I'm going to be honest. I'm going to say something you're not going to like. And I don't, they would tell all these, the office they would call the office and are you here? And the guy would be reading off a list. Yeah, you're there. Okay. They're assuming they're going to get paid. I don't blame them at all. So when they come and they ask me, why aren't they booked? Well, I don't know who made that decision. I mean, I was on creative, but that creative changes. I wasn't the head of creative. So, and I guess I just told him one night, I said, I'm going to be honest with you. You're not going to make every Wednesday night. So, and I could see why that would piss him off, because he could probably be going through a hard time, wanting to be booked every Wednesday night. I don't blame him at all. But blaming me for delivering the message, I mean, I guess you got to blame somebody. So just blame me. I like the way Jerry Lynn is a tremendous technician in the ring. But when it got to creative, what can we do with him? I'm going to be honest again. I didn't know what to do with Jerry. I mean, people, they can see great wrestling a lot of places, but can you tell a story with him? And I will say, I don't know if we ever even tried to tell a story with him. And that doesn't boil down to me. You had Vince Russo on there. Jeff was on there. So finally, out this, Tony Khan saw him and he put him over to these matches. And I hear the guys don't even listen to him there. I mean, not only Jerry, they don't listen to any of the veterans, because I heard some of them said, well, we don't need to listen to them. We got this far on our own. We'll continue to go. So it was blame me, because I guess somebody told them, "Oh well, Dutch doesn't like you," so let's blame somebody. We'll blame Dutch. But I got blamed for telling them the truth. So I don't see the the error in my ways. They just took it wrong. They got to blame somebody. They can't blame you. You're not going to blame Jeff. You're not going to blame Vince. You're not going to blame Dixie. Hup, there's Dutch. Fuck it. We'll blame him. Dutch, you're the heel. Okay. Deliver the message.
Well, would any of the others have actually gone to any talent and delivered this message?
Do what now?
Would any of the others you mentioned, like Jeff Jarrett or Dixie Carter or Vince Russo, would they have actually gone to any of the talents and said the same thing that you apparently did to Jerry?
No, they would probably say, well, you'll be on next week. You'll be on next week. But the whole talk that week was, hey, these guys, like he said, we're going to book 30 guys are wanting to get booked. We're only going to use 20 because they're only going to pay 20. I wasn't in charge of payroll. I mean, I was in charge of booking what I could book. This is my list of guys I can book this week. And the rest of them, they don't get booked.
Now,
that's why I stayed in the catering most of the time. Oh, that was later on. Okay, go ahead.
I was going to say it wasn't for the good food.
No, well, no, they did have some pretty good, decent food there. It wasn't bad.